It's a story straight out of Hollywood, but the script was written by life itself. It has everything: fame, money, drugs, addiction, greed, loneliness, and a tragic death. For years, Dr. Salvador Plasencia supplied Matthew Perry, star of the TV series Friends, with the highly addictive drug ketamine. This led to the actor's death and the doctor's imprisonment, but the family of the deceased feels no relief.
Look, it's a tragic story, and sometimes apparently nice guys do bad things. The legal system has to take account.
The greedy doctor pleaded guilty, explaining that he was tempted by easy money and instead of protecting the health and life of his famous patient, he pushed him to the brink of endurance. "I failed him and myself," he said during the trial, while his family tried to defend him until the end.
Good son, what do you will talk about your kids?
Kind.
The best, the best. I love my children.
But the truth is brutal, and the Blask online portal writes about it. According to American media reports, the doctor was sobbing as the judge read out the sentence. "I should have protected him. I have to take responsibility for what happened," he emphasized, adding that he had let down both the actor himself and his family. Plasencia was sentenced to 30 months in prison for each of the charges, as well as 2 years of probation. He will also pay a fine of $5,600. He had already been stripped of his license to practice medicine. The doctor agreed to a plea bargain. He will serve less than 3 years. He was sent to prison immediately after sentencing.
Now, he could face up to 40 years in prison. Obviously, an incredibly lengthy sentence there, although there's no expectation that he's going to receive anything that's even close to that. As a matter of fact, Christina, the prosecutors have asked for 3 years in Dr. Plasencia's case. So we will ultimately see here if the judge follows those recommendations. Does he go less? Obviously, the defense has asked for what's essentially no time behind bars.
A total of 5 people are linked to Perry's death, who together with the doctor created a network of mutual connections. The goal was to extort as much money as possible from the star, who was addicted to strong drugs.
This network included a live-in assistant, various go-betweens, 2 medical doctors, and a major source of drug supply known as, quote, the ketamine queen. We charged 5 defendants in this matter. These defendants took advantage of Mr. Perry's addiction issues to enrich themselves. They knew what they were doing was wrong. They knew what they were doing was risking great danger to Mr. Perry, but they did it anyways.
The star of the world-famous TV series Friends couldn't cope with his enormous fame. He became addicted to drugs and medication and spoke publicly about his struggle with addiction. He wrote a book about it. But the doctor who pretended to be his friend turned out to be his mortal enemy. The actor died of a ketamine overdose in October 2 years ago. He was found dead in a hot tub at his home in Los Angeles.
I'm 24. I've been watching the show since, it ended in 1999. That was the year I was born, and I've been watching it my whole life. I remember walking into the living room when my brothers were watching it as they were growing up, and yeah, it
Kayla
made
got the
my
box
life.
set. I used to borrow all the discs from her.
Yeah, huge in Australia.
Always smiling in the spotlight, like the character he played in Friends, Chandler Bing. But in private, he was addicted, lonely, and often powerless. He couldn't handle either fame or big money. Unfortunately, he met people who, instead of helping him, dragged him down even further.